Are we now live? Can everybody hear me, see me? Here I am, live again. It's another Sunday. I don't know why, but YouTube decided that it was going to set me for 1 hour later than I wanted it to. So I just changed that. So don't know what happened there, but I said, I want to go live at 9. And they were like, no, you're going live at 10. And I was like, that's not what I want. I want 9 o'clock. And it didn't like it. Did not like it. So I had to go in and change it. Looks like we got some awesome people already rolling in. We had S, first shot of the day. We got BA, Muppets 929, Matt Peters, Patrick Hardy, Jason Smith, Jenny Lynn, good morning to you as well. Looks awesome. Glad everyone's in here. 3G, Greg the Guppy Guy, good to see you, man. Jason said this is his first stream ever. Good morning, all. Good morning to you too, man. Glad that I am back doing this. I'm glad that you can make it to the stream, because we're hopefully going to be doing this again now every Sunday again. Life has gotten crazy. Wedding happened. We got married. We went out of country for a couple weeks. Came back. A lot of work stuff we had to get done. So a lot of big things. And then we had the holiday where we went out and we went camping in a new trailer we just got, which I'm super excited about. I'll have to give you guys like a walkthrough tour of it. It's actually really cool. We got 31-foot travel trailer, really awesome. It's really nice because we can take our 2 dogs and our cat with us. I want to put a fish tank in the RV, but I don't know how that'll work on the road. So maybe it'll be like have to take like 1 Betta fish and like a 2-gallon or something and like suction cup it to the dash or something. We'll figure that out, but I think it'd be so cool. Traveling on the road with a fish. That would be pretty cool. Undertaker Calloway, good to see you. Long time for sure. Mike's Aquatics. We got Jay Oliva in the house. Patty's Petites Tanks saying, what's up? Not a whole lot. Just the usual. Yesterday was a full maintenance day in the garage. I was in here for about 5 hours, I want to say. Got every tank cleaned out, went through, just did it all. Did some changes to the 75, added some more plants, some good stuff. There you can see it. There it is. It's right there. And then I also put all the OFC mugs that I've got up there on top, so you guys are all lit up as a support. But yeah, so, and then also, it's this way I should. Fish Fam shirt right here from Rocco. If you guys want to go get one, definitely go get one. Awesome shirts. They've got like aquarium cop on the front. If you didn't know, he passed away. So it's just a support thing for him and then his family, of course. Really cool shirt. Up front just says the Fish Family with aquarium cop up there. And then on the back, it's got everybody's logos and stuff, which is really cool. I am now on this, but I bought this before I was on it. But really good group of people here on this shirt. So if you guys want to, definitely go pick one of these up from Rocco. Love that kind of stuff for sure. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat here. I'm trying to figure out a good spot to put this, so that I'm not looking like way off camera. You know what I mean? Let's see. Everyone's saying good morning to everybody. Hopefully everyone's got a cup of coffee first thing, or tea, or milk from their cereal, or what else do you drink in the morning? I don't know. There's kefir. If anyone's tried kefir, that's a pretty good morning like thick yogurt drink. Pretty much tea, coffee, and juice. There we go. You can do a juice for breakfast. Yeah. If anyone watches Bob's Burgers, this is Coochie Kopi. His head is in the kitchen. I forgot to bring his head in today, but that's Coochie Kopi. Muppet said it is so hot out here already, and it's only getting hotter. Yeah, it's getting hot here too. I think yesterday or the day before, it was like 109 already here in Salt Lake. So we went from, I think it was like 65. Yeah, it was like 65 2 weeks ago, and now we're at 109. So really drastic change. Our lawn looked really good. Then the governor put out a water restriction on the whole state, the entire state. We're in a drought right now already. We had a really kind of crappy winter. So we're in like this, you can only water your lawn twice a week type thing. And so I just pretty much just turned it off practically. So our lawn's dying real quick already because it's so hot. So yeah, I like warm temperature, but I also really like 75 degrees. That's my like perfect temperature, 75 to like 78. If I could live in that all day, every day, I would be so happy. No humidity though. I can't do humidity. When we were down in Costa Rica for the honeymoon, we were down there and it was like 80 degrees. It was perfect, but the humidity was like also 80%. And I was just drenched all day, every day. Could not get out of that. You get out of the shower and you still feel wet, and you like pick up your clothes and they feel a little wet. So that's hard. I don't like humidity. I am not a fan of humidity. Patty says, I actually had strawberry kefir earlier. Oh, cool. Yeah. Kefir is really good. I do like it. Really good for you too. Incredible thing to add to smoothies. If you are going to make a smoothie, get some kefir, put some kefir in there, and that'll make it nice and thick. Because like usually people put milk in their smoothie, kind of give it a little bit of a creaminess, almost like ice cream. But kefir gives it just a little bit more of an edge, and that's so much better. All right. Jason says, just been in the mid 80s here in the South. Well, that is lucky. That is lucky for sure. Patty also says, huge iced coffee here. Ooh, iced coffee. That's what I had yesterday. It took me all day to drink it, which that never happens. Actually, right here. Also, turtle nooses. Good thing we live in Utah and we're not around any turtles, but the turtle nooses are something that we don't like. We usually use our reusable straws to try to cut back on some of that stuff that goes out into the world. MVH Pets, good to see you, man. Glad you could make it. That's awesome. Oh, Jay Oliver says I use kefir for my whiteworm cultures. That is incredible. I never even thought about that, because it does make sense though, because it is full-blown yogurt. So yeah, that's a great idea. So learning something new. I drink it. Whiteworms will eat it. Seth from Because Yo Fish, good to see you, man. Glad you could make it. I think you're going on with Rico this week, which is pretty cool. Patrick Hardy says, do you have any stickers? I got tons of stickers. I think the last batch I ordered like 5,000 of them or something. I don't have any next to me, of course, but got lots of stickers, lots and lots of stickers. If you want to, just hit me up on Instagram and I'll get you one out. Not a problem. Jason said, got my coffee, even though I don't drink it often. I drink like, let's see, I drink probably 3 to 5 cups a day of coffee. Lots of coffee. So there's no changes in the fish room, except for a little bit over here on that 20-gallon long rack. So we've got the mutts still up top over here. I don't know if you guys can really see that. Let me kind of rotate a little bit. There we go. Mutt tank up here. There was that 30 long right here that I planted out, and I had the golden skiffy in it. Golden skiffy I think they just didn't make it or something. I'm not really sure, so I'm going to get some more, hopefully in the future. But right now, I'm trying to limit some things for sure. And then we had the albino millennium rainbows in here, but I put those in with the mango pleco in the 120 gallon, and they are loving life in there. So we're just going to keep them over there. So that 20 gallon right there is completely empty. So if anyone's got any ideas on what they want me to put in there, throw them up in the chat. Let me see what I can do. I was thinking maybe getting like a cool puffer fish, maybe like a dragon puffer, or like a red, what are those, red potato puffers? Those are pretty cool looking. So there's a lot of options, but I think a puffer would be pretty cool in that tank. And then right below that, we still have the 100% natural jungle dwarf sage Betta tank. There's a pair of Betta chinoides in there. Super cool fish. I don't see them as often. I usually see the male out a little bit, and they still haven't bred for me, which is kind of weird. But I'm hoping one day they definitely do for me, because I like them a lot and I would love to have more. And I want to be able to breed as much as I can for our local community here, as well as our fish collective too. So that's what's in that tank. And then of course we got all our food and stuff now on that, because we got rid of the fireplace in here, because now it's hot in here again. It is currently, let's see, it's currently 82 degrees in here, and it's pretty early in the morning. Let's turn that back. Pretty hot already. So yeah, and then we got the cat little cactus right there, cat cactus, and then just a 5 gallon for quarantine if we need it. So just some stuff. But if anyone's got any suggestions on what they want me to put in that 20, let me know. Tease fish tanks, good to see you. All right. 3G says Scarlet Bettas. That is a really cool fish. We actually got some black Bettas in the shop not too long ago. Super cool, because they're not like I love the Scarlet Bettas. I think they're really, really brilliant fish, nano, perfect for almost any aquarium. But the black ones were just a little bit different, which I really liked, but still had a little bit of red in there, which was pretty cool. So yes, that's a great option for sure. And a 20 long, they would absolutely have a blast in there too. Matt Peters, great name on the end there. I love it. What would be your number one tip for creating a guppy strain from scratch, if possible anymore? Thanks. It definitely is possible, 100%. The best tip I can give you is to get a book from Brian Chin. Let me see if I still have it around here. Let me check. I don't have it around here. But Brian Chin has a book out there. It's about breeding guppies. Really great book. Talks about like color genetics. Like if you want to get a longer like blow on there, it just, different tail, caudal fins, all that stuff. Really, really cool. But definitely get that book, because it kind of explains, if you want this color and this color, will it actually meld together to make a new color, or will it just go brown? But definitely a great book for you if you want to get a good book about breeding some guppies and creating your own strain. Really awesome. He's got he really does very, very well at greens, like green delta and that kind of stuff. So he's got a lot of information on if you want to make a green guppy. So that way you can kind of go from there if that's the color you want. But he also gives you a couple different other ways to make a different couple other colors, which is really cool. But you can definitely make your own strain. I know that Christopher Scott, one of my close friends, you've probably seen him on YouTube as well. He just actually put out a video on creating his own strain. I think he put Japan blues in with snake skin, if I remember correctly. And he got like this really cool, like orange spotted Endler, mixed with kind of like the Japan blue mix. Super cool fish. He's texted me a picture of it, actually. Let me see if I can pull it up here. He just put out the video, so if you guys want to go check that out, definitely do it. But this is the fish that he created. So still very, very possible to make your own strain for sure. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to make this one kind of like a pure strain, something that's consistent. But that's something you can work on for sure. That email that just came through is, it's been 8 years since your images were taken from your high school graduation. I don't need those pictures. It's been 8 years. I haven't even looked at them. So, Matt, pretty much the biggest thing too is don't overspend. If you're gonna make your own strain, get some that kind of has some issues. So, like, let's say you want to do a snakeskin mixed with a lace or something. Don't go overboard on buying like I have before in the past, like a gold lace that's going to cost you like $60 for a trio. Go with like just a standard lace that you can get at mom and pop shop in your local area for like $15-20 for a trio. There's all these different fish out there that will still end up making the color pattern or the pattern you want, but just don't go overboard, because then you'll be sometimes wasting some money if it doesn't turn out the way you want. So MVH says, Patty's Tanks, good morning, even though it's 8:41 p.m. where I am. 41 p.m. Dang, that's not that late. Actually, that's almost my bedtime. 9 o'clock's my bedtime. Let's just be honest here. MVH says, any plans to keep more Plecos? Yes, 100% more Plecos. In the fish room right now, I've got regular bristlenose. I've got albino bristlenose. I've got a longfin bristlenose that I'm trying to find a pair mate for so I can breed them, because super, super beautiful fish. And then there were those really, really cool Plecos in this tank, and I moved those into the 75 now. So those are in there. So there's 4 of those white spots. I can't remember their L number. I think it's like 134 or something. But they are in here because I think they will do better in this tank. I just really think they'll do better in this tank. So threw them all in there. Going to be a pretty cool setup if they breed in there. So in that tank right now, we've got some just standard peppercorns, the Gary Lang emerald rainbows, one zebra Daniel that I've had for like almost 2 years now, if not longer, some gold tetras, and a Siamese algae eater, and then a couple of mono shrimp. Super great stock, really nice, clean, very naturalistic kind of take to it. It's kind of what you would see if you went out in nature and just looked in the water. You kind of see just scarce plants, lots of wood. Yeah. So as far as Plecos go, for sure, we have a lot of the L1333s, or not L1333s, the L333, the King Tiger Pleco in shop like all the time. We have a local breeder who breeds them, and super cool fish. It's kind of like the poor man zebra, and is kind of what I go by. They're like, I think we sell for like $24 in shop, and they go for a lot more online from other people. Super cool fish. Same kind of situation as the zebra. They stay really small. I think the max that the 333 gets is like 5 inches, 6 inches, so about the bristlenose size. But super cool patterning, still really beautiful fish. So that's one that I could potentially, right now I don't really want to, because our local breeder's doing a lot more than I could even imagine to do. And then I also do have the mango Pleco. So he's a big boy though. And he's in the Panac family, so you can't really put him with anything else. And I'm never going to be able to breed a Panac. You need this whole garage to be one big tank if you want to do that. So he's out of the question as far as breeding goes, but you know, maybe one day. The Undertaker Calloway says, got some frogs now. Nice. That is pretty cool. S says he's lurking and cleaning. Yeah, that's my favorite part. Like listening to streams, just listening to people just chat and cleaning my tanks. Super cool way to do it. Just nice and easy. Kind of makes the time go by faster. It's one of my favorite things. Matt Peter says, thanks. I will find that book. Making a 40-foot shipping container into guppy straining breeding, looking to have tons of fun. That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's if you want to do that and you want to definitely do it correctly, Brian Chin's book is awesome because he explains like even like tanks, like how many tanks you need to make sure that your strain, you can like work on a strain. He just goes way in depth and it's just fascinating. Learned a lot of stuff from him. Very, very great person too. He actually, I believe, has a YouTube channel as well. So if you want to, definitely go check him out. I think it's just Brian Chin on there on YouTube. So if you want to check him out. Leo, good to see you. Color Guppies, glad you could make it in. Good to see you guys. Leo says, hope you're doing good. I'm doing great, man. Doing great. I'm a little warm right now. It's hot in here already. It's 82 degrees. I think it's supposed to get up to, I think today's going to be a little bit cooler. Yeah, today's only going to get high of 91, which is nice. Looks like we kind of hit a plateau of the heat, which is good because it's been way too hot the last few days. Way too hot. I got a group of L134s. Oh, heck yeah. I always forget my L numbers. Lewis is the Pleco master, so I just stay out of his way when it comes to L numbers. Leopard frog. That if you got a group of those and you're going to start breeding them, woo, that's going to be awesome, man. That is going to be awesome. Jason, hello, Guppy Guru from the Guppy Ranch. Guppy Ranch, awesome, man. Glad you could make it in. See, Lewis, leopard frog Plego. Yeah. I know. I Googled it. I got the Google. So you're good at your Plecos. I got my Guppies in mind. So it's a good tag team effort. Guppy Ranch, awesome. Glad you could make it in, man. Good to see you. Awesome Guppies at that place for sure. Definitely. Yeah, Lewis, I know. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. So my wife, which I can say now, named the flower horn right here. She named the flower horn Lotus. So his name is her name, we're not really sure yet, is Lotus. Really awesome fish, super interactive. I put some plants in there too, and hasn't even touched them. So I'm gonna see how long that lasts. But super fun fish. Was in there petting him yesterday when I was doing my water changes. Super cool. Really fun to do. Leo says, yeah, I just got to get my pH a little lower so they can add some wood to lower it a little. That's a good idea. Wood and tannins for sure. Go get some almond leaves, whatever. I got a whole box of like botanicals. You can get some, these are Jararanda pods. That's a good one. Those I don't like very much. They fall apart too quick. And then like pods, like seed pods are really good. Those are a good one for sure. Lots of pods in here. These are a cool one. These like mini pods. And these don't break down as quick, which I like a lot. And then, of course, almond leaves, catappa leaves, that kind of stuff will definitely help lower your pH. naturally, which is really nice, especially when you're doing water changes. If you got a lot of leaves in there, it'll kind of keep it where, like I've got my 120 up here, and I got the pH down to I think 6, 8, 7. And I keep doing my water changes on it with just Utah tap water, which is 7, 8, and it stays pretty consistent because I'm not going down and I'm not sucking up the leaf debris at the bottom. And I do have some wood in there as well, but it stays pretty consistent, which is really nice. T's Fish Tank says his YouTube channel is Guppy Channel Brian Shin. There you go. Awesome channel. I think he just put out a really great video, not like a couple days ago, on greens. Really, really great informational video. So if you guys want to go check that out for sure. They are hard to breed over 250 TDS and pH above 7.5. I haven't bred them, so I don't have personal experience with that. Maybe if Lewis is still in the chat, he can give you a tip on that for sure. But yeah, I think they're harder water. They don't do as well in a little bit softer. They will do great in. Usually it's just the egg hatching. They usually will breed in harder water, but getting the eggs to hatch in the harder water is usually where the struggle lies. Lewis says, so the almond leaves, how much do you add? So when I do it, I put it in a little pot. I got just a little like, I think it's like a 2-quart pot, kitchen pot, put a bunch of leaves in there. I think I do like maybe 20, 25, put some of the pods, that kind of stuff, boil it. And then drain the water into a container, keep the water separate as well. And then I put the leaves and everything in, and what that does is it kind of solidifies it, makes it sink easier, all that stuff. And then I will take the water and slowly add that in over time, and then that'll help also buffer that pH. Leo says, so won't that cause an issue if their hard water won't go up too fast? If you had harder water, won't it go up too fast? Mine stayed pretty consistent. It didn't like jump back up, but when I did do the water changes, when I was keeping it really low, I would do the water change and then dump some of that water in for it. So, yeah, see, Lewis said breeding local F2s and 8.0, but hatching in RO. So I think it's the hatching process that's really what hinders people. It's not so much the breeding process, because I think that the harder water will actually like calcify their eggs, if I remember correctly, or to like harden their eggs shells, so that the fish actually can't hatch. So definitely that's a great way right there. So if you've got like a 10 gallon, you can put just pure RO in and do it that way. That's an awesome way to do it. Florida Fish Rescue, glad you could make it. Good to see you. Leo says, so boil leaves. Yes, I always boil the leaves. The thing with most botanicals is they are still taken out of the wild. So you could get bugs, you could get parasites. You don't really know where they came from. They could have come from a local stream, and that stream could have had eggs from something. It's always best to boil botanicals before you put them in your tank, unless you know the source 100%, which not many people do. So yeah, like I bought like some almond leaves a while back off of eBay, and they came in soaking wet, absolutely just soaking wet. So I was like, I definitely need to boil these, because if this is just water from, let's say someone grabbed them from like an overflow stream or something, there could be a ton of parasites in this. I'm not going to throw that right into my tank with my fish. So I boiled all that, got all the stuff taken out of, and they were perfect after that. So My Fish Tank Aquatics, good to see you. Jen Lynn, hello. Good morning. Leo, Lewis says, Leo, that changes the plan. Yeah, if they're wild caught, that definitely changes it. For sure. Wild caughts are definitely a different ball game when it comes to everything, from discus to plecos to all the way down to tetras. Changes a lot of things for sure. For sure. Right. Yeah, like I've got quite a few actually of the wild fish in the fish room here. So we've got the rock hill severums, the festivums, wild cory cats. The mango pleco was from the wild. The white spotted pleco behind me, Lewis, give me the. Ooh, sorry, everybody, that was really loud. Give me the L number if you remember it, because I don't remember it. And behind me are wild caught. I think that's pretty much it. That's a wild caught fish out of here. But they definitely need a little bit more care originally. So, Steve, good to see you. Glad you could make it in, man. Thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, it's definitely nice being a married man. Yeah, it's really cool. Doesn't feel much different than it did before, not gonna lie. But we're married, so that's the best part. Danikins, good morning. Good to see you. Hopefully it's Kenny. I'm sure it's Kenny. Someone yesterday was it? I don't think it wasn't Punchy Paints. Was it Rico? Might have been Rico Stands. Asked me something, or asked the chat something about pigeon blood discus, and then I said I will reach out to Kenny because apparently you're having an issue with hatching your discus or something, if I remember correctly. And Lewis and Steve actually in the chat here will have a great answer for you on that if he wants to help you out. So if that's correct, Kenny, let me know and go from there. Leo says, Lewis, yeah, started using RO because my water TDS is over 500 parts per 100, part 7.6, and nitrate's over 15. So got the RO system and got my tank down to 350 TDS. Going to do another 5-gallon pure RO water into it. Nice. It sounds like you got a really good system. So that should work out really well. MVH says, do you have any experience on breeding wild bettas? I plan to breed a first-generated captive-bred wild betta, the first batch that ever came to India. My LFS is holding it for me. So excited. That would be awesome, man. Almost all bettas are going to be practically the same breeding-wise, except for like the betta chinoides, the alien bettas. I'm not sure what type of betta you're going to be getting. So there's a couple different types still, of course. There are the mouth-brooding bettas. And then there's more of your like splendid types, which are going to be you need to separate the male and the female once they actually breed. So depending on which one you're going to get, if you know the name of them, throw it up in the chat and I can see if I know any information, because I've worked with the Oceletta, I've worked with the Chinoides, I bred the the Koi Nemos, so just your standard betta, and then I've worked with the aliens as well. So I've got a little bit of experience there on the betta front, but not a whole lot. Steve said, hey guys, your Peruvian red spot laid eggs last night. Heck yeah. I love that. Little babies. Little baby fishes. That is so cool. That's really cool. Congrats, Steve. Knew you could do it. Elizabeth, Florida Fish Rescue. Good to see you. Jenny Lynn, I'm sure I've already said hi to you, but hello again. Good morning. Stephen Cleffens. Stephen Clements. Good to see you. Partner over at the Waterfront. One of the employees. Right. It's the Betta Embellis. I think they look awesome. Yeah, so that is going to be more of the Splendid type. So they're going to be kind of bred just like your standard bubble nesting Betta. So you're still going to want to separate the male and the female. I'm not sure if yours are going to be housed together. Some actually can with the Embellis family. If I remember correctly, they can have the tendency to be together. But for safety reasons, I would definitely put a divider in there just to make sure that you're not losing both like a male or the female. Just to make sure. It's better safe than sorry on that. But yeah, I do know that they are peaceful, but they still can get very aggressive during the breeding process. So definitely watch them very carefully. And I'm pretty confident in the fact that those are a bubble laying. I'm going to Google and make sure they are a bubble nester. Yep, bubble nest. Perfect. Yeah. So for the bubble nest, if you're going to be breeding them, you're going to want to do a couple different things. Make sure there's no surface flow. So if you can, definitely put a restrictor or a foam piece or something on the front of whatever filter you're using. If you're using a sponge, make sure it's like pointing another direction or something. You don't want the bubble nest to be moving, because then that'll pop bubbles and then the Betta will get really, really tired. So put a piece of bubble wrap on the top, which is what some people do, because then it's got like the little grooves where the Betta can put their bubbles in. You can do a foam cup, so that way it's kind of protected. There's a couple different little things you can do. There's a lot of little things you can do. But yeah, so make sure there's not a whole lot of surface agitation. You should be perfectly fine. Definitely make sure you're warm. And then always just keep an eye on it, because you never know for sure. It's really cool to watch Bettas breed. It's one of my favorite things to watch because it's like it really is a dance. They grasp, they hold. The male they kind of like go like this, and then the male will squeeze the eggs out, and then he'll go and catch them all and put them up in the bubbles. It's just fascinating. I was able to watch my two Bettas do that when they were breeding, which is really, really cool. I was able to get some of it on film, which was even cooler. So yeah. All right. Stefan says, just want to say hi for a minute. I got to run. Catch a plane, y'all. Have a great day. You too, Stefan. Glad you could stop in and say hi. And yes, safe flight for sure. Hopefully it's just a quick one. Almost out of coffee. All right. Been live for 37 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I kind of do want to breed some more Bettas. The aliens would be cool. I really want my Betta Chinoides to breed. I'm waiting a long time for them. I think it's almost been a year that I've had those guys. So hopefully soon, crossing the fingers. They've got pretty much everything they need in there. But they are a mouth brooder. So the male will hold the eggs and the baby's in his mouth. And they are perfectly fine, male and female in one tank together. That's why I give them a 20 long though, just in case, so that the female or the male can run away from the other one. So, but they're doing good. Every once in a while I see them come out and I can lay down on the floor down there and say hi. Pretty fun little fish. Let's see who else. Oh yeah. If you guys didn't watch the Costa Rica collecting video, I had a blast down there doing that. I wasn't planning on filming anything while I was down there, so I wasn't really. Let's see, what's the word? I wasn't really like narrating or conversing with the camera very much during that video. It was pretty much just me looking at fish the whole time. I didn't have any gear. All I had was my phone. So my phone was going in the water. It was pretty cool. But definitely next time I go to a tropical place like that, I will be taking my whole set of gear. I actually have this really cool, I don't know if I have it right here. Well, I don't have it right here, but I've got this this like DSLR bag, so I can take my like super nice Sony camera underwater, which would be really fun. Because I mean, this camera underwater would be kind of a shame if it got ruined, because it's a really nice one. Let's see, and then we're using the 3.5 to 5.6 18-135 lens, and this is the Alpha 6400. Super great camera, really good crystal clear image, great zoom, nice zoom. So if you guys are looking for a really, really high-end camera that isn't as expensive as you would like imagine, Sony's definitely a good option for you. I really like them. They're really lightweight. They're small, good footage, really good battery life, all that kind of stuff. So I've got that big bad boy, and then I got my little vlog one. So this one was actually as expensive as that one. So I would recommend kind of like really processing what you guys want to do as far as a video standpoint goes. This one's nice because it does have like the little screen you can like rotate so you can see yourself film and that kind of stuff, I believe. Yeah, see, this one doesn't have that. I think it just has, oh, it does have it. I've never used that. So that's cool. Okay. Well, that's exciting. I didn't think it did that. Never mind. Cancel what I just said. But this one's nice because it's all in itself. So the lens cap and everything is all in there. So when you turn it on, it actually brings the little lens out. Another really good camera, great footage. Got a little bit of adjustment here, and then you can zoom in with the little toggle right here. This is what I filmed quite a bit of the videos on for a while, until I realized I really needed more zoom capability. And since this doesn't have a lens attachment that you can attach to it, that's where that other Sony came into play. Leo said, Peter forgot to ask, won't boiling the leaves remove the tannins, or would it still release them after? It still releases them after, but that's why you save that water. Don't boil them for too long, maybe 10 minutes. And what that does, it just makes fish tank tea. Oh, sorry, allergies. Yeah. Cucumber works every time. Yeah, so it makes fish tank tea. So then what you do is you save that water, and then you can dump that water into your tank over time. And that way you're not wasting all of that tannin water. You're actually keeping it and using it when you need it. And that's what I did for a really long time. I just had I think it was just one of my black 2-gallon buckets. Just put a lid on it, set it off to the side, just let it sit. And then when you are ready to use it, just kind of stir it up a little bit. And that stirs all those tannins back into the water. And then you can just dump a little bit in. I just took a scooper and just scooped it in every once in a while, and then made sure that the water was a good brown color. And it's still consistently brown right now. Let me see actually if I can. Yeah, so I haven't put any tannins. It's really bright. I haven't put any tannins into that tank up there in quite a long time. And it is still quite brown. So really easy way to do it. You'll get a lot of tannin use out of those leaves because you're going to be putting the leaves in there. They're going to break down, and they're going to release more tannins out of that, and then the water as well. So you're going to have two little steps there. But the boiling is pretty much just more for safety than anything. Make sure that there's no parasites or bugs or weird snails or any of that stuff going into your tank. You just don't want that stuff. Kim says, great video. Thanks. Yeah, I'm sure you're talking about the wild one down in Costa Rica. It was really fun. I had a blast. I never caught like wild guppies, or I think that bigger one was a molly, if I remember correctly. It kind of looks like a molly, but it could just be a mosquito fish that was really cool colored. That's kind of why I want to go down and do more of that. And I want to take like a local fish book with me. The crazy part about Costa Rica, though, is they don't really have a whole lot of fish related research. So that's kind of another reason why I wanted to do that. I was looking up a lot of stuff and I really couldn't find too much information on what was in the local waterways. So it was pretty cool that I was able to catch some stuff that, you know, they'd only caught once or twice ever. There was one fish that I really, 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 really wanted to catch, and I could not catch it for the life of me. The net I had was way, way, way too big of holes. So I ended up taking off my tank top that I had underneath my other shirt and using my tank top as the net so I could actually catch fish. But this one fish was really cool. It almost looked like kind of like a rope fish mixed with like a weird straight seahorse. Super cool little fish. It's about this big, and it swam kind of like if this was the fish, it swam like this. And according to like research and stuff that I looked up, it had only been captured once or twice. So if I would have been able to catch it, it would have been really, really cool. I really wanted to show you guys it, but it was almost impossible to catch. I had an extreme time trying to even find it because it looked just like a weird stick. I didn't have, like, the only reason I noticed it was a fish was because it came up and I saw its eyes and then it went back down. So it was pretty cool. Kenny says, what part of Costa Rica were you in? Danny, I have been to Costa Rica several times. Love it there. It is gorgeous. Yeah, it was a little pipefish of some kind for sure. We were in the Nicoya Peninsula area. So let me see if I can figure out what the name of the river was. Let me give you... So it was Tambor Beach was where we were at. We're right next to the river. Okay, and the river is the Panica River. So, yeah, Panica River goes right into the bay or harbor or whatever you want to call it. Bay. I mean, it's usually what everyone would call that. But yeah, it was the Panica River that I was on, right at Tambor Beach. Let me see if I can kind of show you guys on camera here. So this is where we stayed right here, was at the Tambor Beach Resort, which is pretty cool. And then that's the river right there. It's literally like a 5-minute walk from the resort, which is really, really cool. Really nice part too about this place is they actually have a turtle sanctuary on site too. So of course it was off season, so we didn't get to do the turtles, which was kind of a bummer. They had literally just shut down the resort or the turtle portion of the resorts like right when we arrived. So we weren't able to see any little turtles, but it's okay. We were able to swim in the bioluminescent algae water, which was really awesome. So we did a lot of really cool things. We went horseback riding. Let's see what else. We saw spider monkeys. Did all sorts of things. We saw some sloths, which was really cool. There was a wild group of macaws that lived at the resort. If you guys, I mean, most of you guys already know, but I'm weird, super weird. So like this was me taking a nice photograph at a beach. This was Santa Teresa. So that was me taking some nice photos in Santa Teresa. This place was just absolutely stunning. I mean, look at that. Wow. Let's see. I saw a crocodile. This was pretty cool. It's a little crabby, a little mango crab. Super cool pattern on that guy. This is funny. I'm sure Courtney would hate me showing this to you guys, but she got a bug on her back and she freaked out. It's actually a live photo too, so you can see her like freaking. So that was pretty cool. Horseback riding was really fun. Our guide was awesome. We had a blast doing that. This is called the Jesus tree, which Danny, I'm sure that you have been there. I'm sure. Pretty cool. It's like one of their big things that they talk about a lot. My beautiful wife. Look at that lady. Lots and lots of fish were eaten. Lots of fish were eaten. We ate ceviche every day, if not twice a day. And Courtney's birthday was also while we were down there. So this was her birthday. We went and we did the bioluminescent algae swim, which was really cool. They had like a whole dinner for us out there, and I ordered some champagne, and we had champagne on the beach, and it was just really cool. Let's see if I can find anything cool for you guys. Lots of prawns, like hundreds, if not thousands of prawns in the water there. And also a lot of little hermit crabs just everywhere. Thousands of them. Super awesome. Let's see. Lots of really cool birds and teak farms. It was definitely a place to go for sure if you're looking for somewhere tropical. Look at this leaf. I took a picture of a leaf, and that's like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. How cool is that? Let me see if I can. Yeah, look at it. What's so off? Yeah. So we got to see sloths, which is really, really cool. Bunch of frogs. Check out this photo. Let me find this cool. You guys. Check out this photo. I need to post some of these to Insta for you guys. But look at that. What? So our guide took these photos. He was doing it. He'd been doing this guide for 18 years. Let's see if I can block out some of this light. 18 years he'd been doing this. So he got some really just absolutely stunning photographs of some of these frogs. This one's pretty cool. So this is called a glass frog. And when you shine light through it, it's completely clear. How cool is that? So cool. Yeah, so it was just absolutely incredible. Lots of waterfalls. Lots of really cool waterfalls. That was quite the trek that day to see those waterfalls. It was 28 flights of stairs. 28. Down and back up. So, yeah. Oh, Zen Ginger, good to see you. To join as a member, yes, memberships are now active again. I re-released them last night. So if anyone wants to, I lowered the price point too. I'm just going to do just a standard across the board now. I think it was $1.99. And it's just going to be just the usual extra photos, some little quick shots, that kind of stuff. You know, whatever I can give you guys is what I'm going to give you. Maybe some cool stuff that we bring into the store, the WaterFront, you know, stuff like that. Just some cool little things, maybe some discount codes for members down the road, maybe. We'll see. Whoop, whoop. Timothy Darlin, welcome to the Guppy Gang. Thanks, my man. Thank you. Kenny, good to see you. Glad you can make it in. Heading out for breakfast. Have a great day, all. Thanks, Peter. Good to see you, man. Hopefully, I'm going to be in Portland soon again, and I'll stop by and say hi to you guys because I want to see your stuff. I want to see your fish room. Yeah, thank you, Timothy. Let me do this real quick because we got the lights set back up. If anyone noticed, Got the lights set back up there. Let's see here. I don't know if I've got. I don't have the color gradient ready yet for new members. Let's see. There it is. There it is. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Timothy darling. Welcome to members, buddy. Chevy Fish, good to see you. Glad you can make it in. Chubbs Aquatics, I didn't say good morning to you either. Just looking at all those fun photos from the honeymoon. Lots of great people in here. My Fish Tank Aquatics, got all sorts of great people. MVH, welcome to the Guppy Gang. Glad you could make it back. I know Timothy was also a member too before, so I just, like I said before, I knew for a fact I wasn't gonna be able to give you guys what you were paying for originally, so I didn't want to charge anybody anything until I knew I could actually get back in and do this at a regular basis again. And now that time has come, and so it will happen again. Timothy Darlin, $20 from my favorite fish channel. I appreciate that, Timothy. You definitely need to send me like a DM on Instagram, and I'm going to send you a whole packet full of stickers and a t-shirt and stuff, man. You've done awesome. You have done awesome. Chubbs Aquatic says great photos. Thumbs down. What? I think that was supposed to be a thumbs up. He retracted it. Oh, come on, Chubbs. I know you're messing with me. That's typical. I know you're a good person. Yeah, see, great photo, thumbs up. I knew it. I wasn't going to give you any crap, but I kind of did a little bit. Thank you guys for joining, members. Super awesome. Glad you guys could do that. Glad I could get it back up and going for you. I'm super excited to have that back as an option for everybody. And hopefully I'm going to be doing, my goal is not to do as many videos. Try to do my live stream every single Sunday like I can, unless I'm on a work trip or something out of town. But maybe I'll still try to do a quick mobile one or something. If the Wi-Fi is good enough to where I'm at. And then I'm going to try to do a video every other week. So that way I can give you guys really good content. Just right now I'm working, I'm working Monday through Friday at my regular 8 to 5 job. And then I'm trying to work every weekend at the fish store. And then there's all the other little stuff on top of that. So life happens real quick around here now. So yeah. So I'm just going to try to give you guys the best possible content, best information as I can. And that's all I got. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I got to do. Oh yeah. And then we've had some issues with our dogs. So Bobo, the tan one, if you guys know the dogs, the Bulldog Lab mix, had a huge lump on the side of him. Big, huge lump, like massive. So we had to take him into the vet and get that removed. So, it's just been like, and then now our chocolate lab has a lump on the same side, and we're just like, so luckily, Bo's thing came back benign. So he doesn't have cancer, which is really, really good. But he's got a really big scar on the side of him, and he's got to wear this little t-shirt, and it's super cute. But, yeah. It's pretty sad, but just a couple things going on, and life happens, and it happens to all of you guys too, and so yeah. Rebel Cowgirl 01, whoop, made it to the live stream. I actually like. Well, I'm glad you could make it to one you actually like. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. It is close to the end though. We only have about maybe 3, 4, or 5 minutes left. But glad you could make it. Yeah, that it did suck, Chubbs. But luckily Bo's okay. He's literally he got his surgery on a Tuesday. And we picked him up and we took him home, and then the next day he was back to his normal self, no issues, nothing, and he was just crazy like normal. So he's doing fine. He's had no issues thus far. Joseph Miller, any update on OFC new members? Yes, there is a couple updates. We're still working on building the new site. The site builders have kind of been on hold. They had a couple live things happen. So I'm waiting on them to finish up. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sit down with Ian and Lewis, and we're going to probably start adding some more members onto the current site just to get you guys up and going. It is just going to take a little bit more time to do that, of course, because right now it's all done by hand. But yes, we can start adding some more members. So if you are wanting to sell on OFC, definitely shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I can get you guys going through quicker. And we can sit down and kind of get that taken care of for you guys. And then Joseph, if you need some help with a logo, that kind of stuff, let me know too. And we can help you out with that too. Leo says prayers for a speedy recovery for your fur baby. Yeah, he's already fine. He's absolutely perfect. He's running around flipping upside down. He does this thing where he runs and flops, and it's the funniest thing you've ever seen. He just darts so really fast, and then he just goes and just lays, and it's so weird. So weird. Are you guys able to get Ebo Aquaristic food? Ebo Aquaristic. Never heard of that. Ebo Aquaristic. From Gold Coast. So that is a Gold Coast brand. So no, we are not. They sell direct. If I was reading that properly, let me check here. Oh, let's see. It sells in euros. It comes out of the UK and Germany. It's possible, but we are actually working on some stuff. Right now we have Xtreme Foods. We've got Hikari. We've got quite a few other brands, Sarah, Rapashi, all that kind of stuff in shop. So hopefully soon we'll have all that available for you guys to purchase. We're just working on all that kind of stuff. But right now the shop is number one, and then from there on. So we'll get it all going. Joseph said, I need lots of help. Definitely help you out for sure. Joseph said, BTW, I'm not on Instagram, so I'll send you a message the normal way. Love it. If you want to, let's see. If you want to, you can email me. My email is theguppyguru@gmail.com. And we can help you out there. MVH says, seeing me and hear lots. Lucky dog. My dog randomly rolls around on the ground for 2 to 5 minutes. I guess every dog has a weird aspect. 100%. Every dog is weird. Every single one of them. They got a weird thing. China mark moth. China mark moth. Mark moth. I have not heard of those. I've seen them before, I think. Huh. They lay their eggs in the water and the larvae eat aquatic plants. Interesting. I've never seen them here in Utah, so maybe it's more of a southern thing. But yeah. Rebel Cowgirl says, I got cats, squirrel, fox dog thing that makes some weird stuff too. Cat, squirrel, fox dog thing. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I haven't heard of the China mark moth. There was a big moth in Costa Rica that we were able to see. We were able to hold butterflies and all sorts of stuff. The blue mofo. Mofo? Moth? What was it? Blue. Let's see what it was. Blue morpho. Blue morpho. That was the one that we were able to hold in Costa Rica. Absolutely stunning. And the thing was like this big, huge. Rebel Cowgirl says that moss sounds like worth a Google. I need my plants. Yeah. I got this awesome gift, which is this really cool bug thing. So super cool. It came from just check here. I'm trying to make sure I get the handle right here, because everyone's got like their name and then their handle, and sometimes it's a little bit different. So I always try to make sure I get it right. Yeah, let's see. I always try to. Okay, so it's Lindsay is just her handle. Lindsay98 sent me this really awesome bug catching device thing. Little blue light, it sucks them down in and gets stuck on the pads. So that's helped with the bugs in here. So maybe that'll help out with that. Chubb says I have a video on them. I found some in my crypt tank. Ooh, no. Cancel it. Zenginger says when a moth or butterfly gets to that size, it becomes more creepy to me for some reason. Let me see if I can find the picture of Courtney holding it, because it was really absolutely beautiful. Yeah, look at this. So that's the underside, right? Let me see if I can find. We also got to hold hummingbirds. I put my little finger out like this, and a hummingbird landed on it. It was the coolest thing ever. So this is the top side of that butterfly. Isn't that just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Absolutely stunning. This place was so cool. They had so this was actually a animal sanctuary. Costa Rica doesn't have zoos. They got rid of all their zoos. So this was just a sanctuary for animals. They had all sorts of stuff there. Whole aviary, all sorts of things. Jaguars, monkeys. It was really cool. It was really cool. Rebel Cowgirl says, I got a big outbreak of invasive mussels in the Betta moss ball here on the West Coast. Anyone find any in their moss balls or Marimo ball? Yeah, so there was that issue for a long time. And then they started selling them again, and I don't think they should have. I think they should have just let it go for a lot longer, but it is what it is, and people want to make money. We don't sell them in shop because I still think it's going to be an issue in another 2-3 months. I think it's going to bounce back. So yeah, I didn't see any in mine, but I know a lot of people that did get theirs from like PetSmart, Petco, and they had them all in there too. So Rico Stan, hey, can't chat, but it's good to see you, Peter. Hit that like button, people. Good to see you too, Rico. Glad you can make it in. Zen Ginger says, okay, that's a gorgeous butterfly. I'll hold it. Yeah, absolutely cool. And even the coolest thing about this place, I gotta show you guys this now. So all their butterflies are hatched there, right? So they have these racks, right? And these racks are full of chrysalisks. Chrysalists? And you get to watch them literally come out of their chrysalis right there in front of you. It was so cool. They had hundreds of these, like just all over the place. It was just wall, like 3 walls full of butterflies. And it was just the coolest thing ever. And they had some like just absolutely, oh, this is a video. I don't think I put this in. Look at this. It was so cool. So cool. Timothy says we get a really big moth here in Humboldt County, California, that gets to about 4.5 to 5 inches wingspan in the summer. Yeah, I've seen those. They're terrifying. This is a really funny story if you don't like bugs. So when we were staying at the Tambor Beach Resort right by the river, Courtney was tired from the trip or something. I can't remember what it was. She asked me to go get her some food. So I leave the room and I'm going, because you have to like go out the front door and you have to go around the deck and then down the stairs. And I go out the door and turn the corner, and then a freaking Goliath, massive, what do they call them? Hercules beetle. That's what it was. Hercules beetle runs right into my face and knocks me over. Like literally knocks me over. These things are terrifying and they are massive. That thing runs right into my head, pushes me against the wall, and like, what the heck was that? And then I stand up and I see the thing and I'm terrified because I'm like, what the heck is that? Never seen anything like that in my life. And then I went down and got Courtney her food or whatever and came back up. And I was like, did you hear that really loud bang? She's like, yeah, what was that? I was like, that was me. I got hit by a beetle. I got attacked by a beetle. It was a big beetle. Huge. Yeah. Not fun. Not fun. All right, everybody. I'm going to end it on that really funny story because it can't get better than that. Can't get better than that. Everyone's corrected me on my chrysalids, plural. Chrysalises? Chrysalises. I think that sounds better. It's like meese or moose, you know. Leo says, I ain't going to Costa Rica then. You know, there were a lot of bugs, but it was worth it. 100%. Absolutely worth it. So thank you, Timothy Darling, and thank you so much, MVH Pets, for becoming members. Timothy, thank you for the super chat. And of course, thank you every single person who's been hanging out with us this entire morning for about an hour and 15 minutes now. Just hanging out, chatting, having a good time. I will see you guys hopefully this week for another video, and then this coming Sunday for another live stream. And as always, be sure to spread that guppy love. Have a great day, everybody. See you on the next one.